Now, when a student comes to me for a lesson, they might have an idea of all manner of things that might be wrong with their golf swing. They might think, oh, my trail elbow isn't getting in front of me enough. I don't think I'm getting enough left wrist flexion. I feel like I'm just a little bit too steep. My pressure points in my fingers might not be right. That's why I can't hit the ball well. But in reality, vast majority of all of them are getting the very first basic thing wrong. And that their club face is not near enough square to even have a consistent golf swing. This is the first thing you need to look at before you go and dive into all these little intricacies. Get that club face square, and then your golf swing will really shape up nicely. Because I'll see golfers, they'll be thinking, oh, I just can't turn through the golf ball. I'm always flipping at it, I'm adding loft, I'm hitting it really high and right. And then you see them in their takeaway and they're like this. You say, well, your club face is really open. I go, oh God, I never saw that. I thought it was got something to do with my left wrist flexion. Now your club face is pretty open, because you're going to see here, when I hit with a really open club face, you can see all manner of things. You can see club face really had to stall out my rotation. Flip, why have I got to do that? Because squares up the face. I have a casting movement, because again, squares up the face. I might have to have an over the top move, because then that will make the club path manageable for that extremely open face. Where's it all stem from? Club face. So I might see players really struggling with early extension. They might be topping the ball every now and again. So they might get here and just think, oh, how am I doing that? Am I just, again, is that early extension just the cause there? Again, am I not getting my right elbow in front? But then we look at their club face at shaft parallel, and where are they? Club face is hugely closed. So, and again, say club face is massively closed. And they go, oh, I never knew that. The first thing you've got to look at, guys, is what is your club face doing? Because again, if that club face is so sharp, your body's got to prioritize squaring it. A big mechanism to square that club face is standing the body up, because the more you stand up, the hands raise, that squares up the club face. So you could get away with one, for sure, but most often you're going to early extend, come out of your posture, you're going to top the ball all day long to try and square that face. The body's going to reorganize itself. Or we might see your body manage itself by just dumping path way on the inside to try and functionally play it, kind of like the open club face for the over-the-top golf swing. So, but if we have a square club face, so that'll be, let's say in the takeaway here, club face matching my spine angle, we're going to have a bunch of good things happen. So, one, it's going to be way easier to swing on path, because if we can swing more neutral with a more square club face, we're not going to have crazy dispersion, better management of club face. So we'll be able to stay in posture better. No need to come out of it to manage that club face. We're going to have a more passive release. Everything's just going to sort itself out. I mean, you guys, you really overcomplicate the golf swing massively. Make sure you're looking at these simple things first before you dive into all these little intricacies. Club face is like one of the first things you should look at. So let's do a drill here to get that club face square. So guys, let's dive into the drill. First things first, this is for a standard golf grip, this drill. Now I do talk about in my videos, you can make any grip work. I'll put that at the end of this video for that. But for this, we want a standard grip. So we don't want this big 4-knuckle left hand, right hand all way underneath the grip. We don't want this weak grip here with the 1 knuckle shown on the left and the right hand wrapped over. We want 2.5 knuckles and the arrow of our right hand pointing up towards right armpit area. So we've got that nice standard grip here. Now what we want to do, first and foremost, let's get to shaft parallel to the ground. We want club face matching spine angle. So what that should be from here, slightly toed down to see where the grooves are slightly pointing down and away from me. Hands are also slightly in, they're not out in front of me. They're in close to my right leg here. Remember, swing's moving on an arc around us. Hands move on a mirrored arc, means they go in the takeaway. Club head is either slightly outside the hands or on the hands. So what we do, we stop here, check if that's all good. Yep, swing up, swing through. That's our drill. You might see loads of players do this out on tour. You'll see players do this in their pre-shot routine, Justin Thomas being one of them, making sure club face is simple. But why is that, guys? Why is Justin Thomas doing this? Because tour players know the golf swing's simpler than most amateur golfers make it out to be. If they can get the club face square, that's the first step of it. Guys, if top tour players are doing this, and then you're not seeing them on every swing doing all manner of different things, you know the golf swing is actually easier than it's meant to believe. So, shaft parallel to the ground, good. You can see there, grooves are slowed down, hands are in, swing up, swing through. Why this is such a good drill and it's, you know, extremely simple to do as well, is because you can check the position every single time. And you can take it out onto the golf course, like with the top players, in your pre-shot routine. Maybe you're over the ball a couple times, yep, looking good, and then swing through and go. Because then you're getting repetitions on the golf course, getting repetitions on the driving range. That's the recipe for making a change very, very quick. So important to do. Always look, first thing, what's your club face doing at shaft parallel to ground? Is it open? Is it closed? Is it square? So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So make sure your club face is square, then you'll be playing better golf.